into the system. Indeed, that is why we're doing what we're doing and amending the Constitution to allow you to participate at every level of governance in Ghana. Before, if you had dual citizenship or you were not exactly resident, you were cut out from participating in some aspects of Ghanaian life. But like we said, being the 17th region, you must be free to be able to come home and participate. And normally what I say, this links with the issue of brain drain, is that when I go, I don't tell our citizens, come back home and come and work. You must do it strategically. Relocating can be very shocking. I've seen people just pack their bags, I'm going home. And they get back home, and in a year, they are so frustrated, that they virtually pack and come back. And so take your time, look for what you want to do when you get back. And you can even start it, and make sure that it is, being grounded before you relocate. And so there's brain drain and there's brain gain. The thing, and this is what I say about migration. Somebody says, why did you come to our country? Human beings from time immemorial have been very mobile. All of us were created in Africa. Human civilization started in Africa. And then our cousins, the British, migrated and came here. The Chinese migrated and went there. Everybody migrated to somewhere else. And people move for many reasons. Some for opportunity, some just want to travel and go somewhere else. And so just as you say somebody is in your country, you too, your people are in that person's country. And so in Ghana we have everybody. We have British, we have South Africans, we have Sudanese, we have everybody, and we're living together. So I think that it is that diversity, and our elders say, crew. For those of you who know that, and a crew. Because ahoho come sometimes with investment, and sometimes they come with new ideas that you never thought about. So there will be brain drain, there will be brain gain, but it's to the benefits of everybody. When we came, there were several state-owned enterprises, and I should have added that to my report. I'm pleased to tell you that a lot of the state-owned enterprises are turning around. That has been one of the major stumbling blocks on economic progress. Even while we are being disciplined and we're making sure that we're using the money properly, as chief executive of state-owned enterprises, and they go and make huge losses. And because they belong to the state, those losses are contingent liabilities on the public debt. And so now we focused on them. We have the state's interest accountability, whatever office, that supervises them. We found out that some state-owned enterprises had not presented annual reports or audited accounts for 7 years. I mean, who runs an organization like that? For 7 years, no audited accounts, no, annual reports. And so we've made it part of their key performance indicators. And so I've told the CEOs that by a certain date, SIGA has set the date, I think it's middle of this year. If you have not presented your audited accounts, you haven't presented your annual report, the road is your face, you go home. And so we're bringing that discipline back, and I'm happy to announce that several of the state-owned enterprises have even gone from loss-making to profit-making. At least I know National Buffer Stock announced a 60 million Ghana cedi profit for the first time in years. And there are several others who, after balancing their account, think that they've made a profit instead of a loss. But we still have to look at the legacy debts that they have incurred. With regards to the Black Stars, it will be difficult to take our supporters from other domain. We are restricted because of the nature of this particular World Cup. is being held in 3 countries. And we're playing our first match in Canada, and then moving to Boston, from Boston to Philadelphia. And the cost of transporting, feeding, accommodating each supporter is, beyond our means. We say we're being fiscally disciplined. We cannot, spend our money in that manner. The cost approximates for each person to be fed, accommodated, transported, and all that, to watch the games, tickets, and all that, is estimated at almost $11,000. And so, how many can we take? So, we're concentrating mainly on the supporters' unions. They have a tradition of following the team to different places. They've been here to the UK, they've been to Germany, and they are registered members of the supporters' union. But what we're doing is we're procuring tickets for Ghanaians in the diaspora who want to attend the games. And so if you want to attend the game, you will get a ticket to attend the game. And so we have organized our chapters, our Ghanaian citizens in Boston, in Philadelphia, in Canada. And so the tickets that we have purchased, we would give to them to be able to watch the match. If any of you want to travel across and get tickets, I think that there's a way we can manage for you to get tickets to watch the games. Thank you.
Yes. My name is Bevelyn. I'm 18 years old, and my question is, my name is Bevelyn. I'm 18 years old, and my question is, how does Ghana plan to attract more foreign direct investment in a way that ensures that there's no resource crowding and displacement of domestic businesses, especially as a young person with future business ambitions?
Thank you very much. Thank you for your question.
Can you speak slower? Sprish. I don't.
You see,
Take your time, speak slowly.
Please, do it one by one. Thank you.
My name is Bevelyn. I'm 18 years old. And my question is, how does Ghana plan to attract more foreign direct investment in a way that ensures that there is no resource crowding, so like raw materials, like employment?
Oh, there's no resource.
Yes.
Can somebody say it in Ghanaian English for me, please?
Okay. And
I heard, how do we attract foreign investment?
Yes.
So that the rest was Irish.
So that the foreign businesses don't take away a lot of resources like jobs or like labor or resources.
Yeah, thank you.
And so that there is no displacement of domestic businesses. That foreign businesses come and they provide like cheaper products, like, I don't want to name some names, but they provide cheaper resources, and this displaces a lot of local businesses who might have more high cost of production.
Thank you very much for your question.
I'll start with Nana's question, and he spoke about accidents. Yeah, many of us have lost relatives or through accidents, or they've been permanently injured and disabled because of road accidents. Now, the main reason is multiple. There are many reasons for it. One, our licensing regime is a problem. People are able to get driver's licenses without going through the rigorous testing that they have to go through to be able to get the licenses. And then the second one is also the road infrastructure. Ghana has maintained the old road infrastructure that was left us by the British. And these roads were single-lane highways. And so you have one traffic going in one direction and another coming in the other direction. That is a recipe for accidents, because wrong judgment in overtaking leads to head-on collisions. And so we have taken a decision, and I'm happy the road minister is here under the big push. Major roads, that is our busiest roads, are being dualized. And so you would have 4 lanes, 2 lanes on one side going in the same direction, and 2 lanes on the other side coming in the same direction, so that the issue of single lane overtaking and collisions will be a thing of the past. And so the Accra, Winneba, Mankasim, Cape Coast Takrady Road, which is one of our busiest roads, is being converted into a dual course highway. The Accra, Ada to Aflawo Road, which is another of our biggest roads, is also being turned into a dual course highway. But then the iconic one is the Accra Kumasi Expressway. And I'm pleased to inform our traditional ruler that work has actually started. We've given the 48th Engineers Regiment of the Ghana Army the contract to clear the roadway, and they've started. As I was leaving Ghana, they had cleared 51 kilometers of the road. And that new road is going to reduce the traveling distance between Accra and Kumasi from 270 kilometers to 198 kilometers. So 1 is going to be shorter, and 2 is going to be a 6-lane expressway. So there'll be 3 lanes going in one direction and 3 lanes coming in the other direction. And in all the major towns, it's not going to go through any major town. It's bypassing all the towns. If you get to Asamankesi, there'll be an off-ramp. You go on the off-ramp, you come under the bridge, and then you go to Asamankesi. If you get to Akimoda, you go off the off-ramp, and you go to Akimoda. If you get to Ofuasi, who's from Ofuasi, you go off the off-ramp, and you go to Ofuasi. If you get to, what do they call it, Bosomtwi, you go off the off-ramp, and you go to Bosomtwi. So it's not going to go through any major urban development. And so you won't have people selling bread and other things along the road. At various stops in the road, there are going to be rest stops. And so there'll be a filling station, there'll be restaurants, there'll be shops, there'll be guest houses. If you want to take a rest, you can go off the road, go and rest. You can use the washrooms, you buy your fuel, and then you continue. And so there'll be rest stops along the road. Of course, it will be a tolled road. And so if you want to use it, you have to pay. If you don't want to pay, then the old, I was going to say snail-paced old road is still available for you. That one, if you want to take that option, that's for you. But if you want to go quickly, and it will take you 2 hours to go from Accra to Kumasi instead of current 5 hours that you take. And so I believe that working on the road infrastructure will reduce the accidents, but we also are tightening the licensing regime so that people who go behind the steer, we know, have the capacity to take people from point A to point B. With regards to the 24-hour economy, and I'm happy Guzi gave you a brief on it, we've passed the 24-hour Economy Authority bill. It's become an act now. I signed it into law. And just last week, the team brought the report and the vision to Cabinet for approval, which we've done. And they're starting with several projects, including logistics, that is moving goods from Tema along the Volta Lake to Bupe in the northern region. There are supposed to be agro-industrial parks, and so there'll be factories there, and they can move their products, their raw material up and bring their finished products down. They're also investing, going to get the private sector to invest in 200 megawatts of solar capacity in order to bring down the cost of electricity. One of the major things that affects our competitiveness of industry in Ghana is that our cost of power is too high. And so we want to use renewable energy like solar to bring down the tariffs for industry, especially so that they can expand and employ more people. With regards to flights, we use a combination of both. It depends on where we're going and what the scheduling is. If you go, if you have a visit where you have to go to multiple places, you cannot use commercial flights. You know, for instance, the last time we had to go to Gabon, and then from Gabon fly to UAE. I mean, it's difficult to get commercial flights to take you and let you arrive on time for whatever you're doing. So you necessarily have to go by private means. But I mean, if you're coming to Ghana for UK Investment Summit, I mean, it makes sense to come commercial. And so this visit became commercial because there are no time limits, and we're coming to UK for this summit, and then from there we're going back home. And so we came commercial, and we'll go back commercial. With regards to youth in government, I'm pleased to announce that this government probably has the youngest average age in the history of the Fourth Republic. If you look at our CEOs, our ministers, if you strike the average age, we have the youngest government in the history of our republic. And I'm glad to say that they are doing a very efficient job. They've proven that young people are capable of doing it. They are capable of working for the interest of the people. And I'm proud of all the CEOs and others who are working as part of my team. We, as part of the constitutional review, are considering reducing the age limit for Parliament and for the presidency. The Constitutional Review Committee recommended 30 years, but I think the government's position is for 35 years. And so between 30 and 35, we have to make a decision, but Parliament will decide. But I can tell you that there are very young people in government, and of course Parliament doesn't have any limits on age. You can go into Parliament even at 25, 26 years, but the main limit is for presidential, for president or vice president, and that we want to reduce to 30 years or 35 years of age. And so I believe that young people are taking part in what is happening in Ghana. If you go into the digital and fintech space, you'll be surprised at what the young people are doing there. You know, the fintechs, and they're just 18 years, 19 years, 20 years, you know, average age just around 20. And they have taken to the technology like ducks to water, you know. And so youth are actively participating in Ghana's economic progress. And I think that we can link up with them to see how they're doing. With FDI, the Ghana Investment Promotion Center has removed the limit on how much you need to bring into the country before you can come in and invest. We want to open up the space for as many people as possible. So any of you who want to invest, or you have investors who are coming, before you had to come and show physically $1 million before you are giving the privileges to invest. Now you don't need to put up that capital. And so it's open, free, people are invited to invest. We don't have any restrictions on where you invest. The only area is in small retail business. That is an area reserved for Ghanaians. Small retail business like corner shops and things. We don't expect that somebody will come from outside and come and open a container shop on your street corner. That is reserved for Ghanaians. And so that's the only restricted area. But otherwise, everywhere else, anybody who has foreign direct investment is welcome to bring their investments into Ghana.
Live on TV XYZ and a power 97.9 FM inside politics. Jumedi Suni. We said Jumedi Eba Wakuma Bebe Sumo if Sabre Kopim says 6 p.m. Bebo. My Ghana Muhan Sem Ahodwa Echego. The Senate Fata said one Subetimania one Tiasia. Na Yen Abomodi ato to Ageni. Na Yedia Boa. Now one my Ghana Timia Fan and Tema Pebidi Fra. Uko Facebook wa yen platforms no ho at Power 979 FM and at TVSYZ. Ewo Facebook name mu kopie mu YouTube aye XYZ broadcasting na wabushia abomode ajebre na wahwe dwumade bi dwumade ne ekoso na adwenkyire bi ebeba otrim bomode na fa to ase wo mrepem no ye bekenkan sensem ni nyina de ama na afi wonso wu sampa wo kan bi ana wo man Ghana guso a wo fa ne ntama pa bi e de efra ukwa MCR Mr. Raf Jampo director ewo Peter Cranton afi Abbas Emmanuel Nete Mr. Emmanuel Kisi wo nyina ana wo ho a wo ma hyehyɛ MCR TV sugimedi kama e de ama Lizzy ana atwimani makeup na media baba tena dwumadi so ba wakwam na media baba somo cameras no ene William Sefa ene Prince Ofosu ana gina kire a wo so mo bomodin ahwe se wo mo betwa dwumadi adanda ne cameras no kama area ma Mr. Kelvin Asante ana ahyehye dwumadi nyina de ama me se enke obrempo me ma metena konya kese mu na dwumadi no mindi hu chia me na me fa embra me somo midi de enke obrempo the grassroots president Okwapemai Kani atutu Akiapem de Shekronkron, Metrasi sepe, Abribia, Mesekai, Aya Yedie, Aya Pepe yo, Aya no cre, Aya Sadia Samnetie, and ye Pejagudia Guso, na fei, Bubi Biara, Nehunsu womono, ne Chefa, ne sa etimi Akanadi, Yankopon Enshrawa, Mempreda Sabribia, Wajabresi, and Sajmedi, and fa emumu, and some would ana etwegu ewo fidiemu ye behwe His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama UK a wakwa pie dwumadi a wodi wo ho no den ankasa kranti ne ma His Excellency President okopie mu ho ye wi a behwe Speaker of Parliament Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagman ono so LGBTQ anti-LGBTQ bill ye de atu dwa na nsemben ana Speaker of Parliament waka area fa home the minority leader Honorable Alexander Afenyomark and Wogusu, ewo anti-LGBTQ bill a yedi aba no ho ensem bi ewo mu a wo mu susu se sansem no emu aye mere ema bill no ho odin a senefata wo se wenya na edi suro esefata di abre nipa na enim ti sabre di sabela wo mo de ko so mampani John Dramani Mahama mfa ne nsanhya se no wo mo so wo mo beka sa ho bi ana afei the Asin South Member of Parliament Honorable Reverend Intim Fodjo one also akasa afa anti-LGBTQ plus bill ya apasi ya sabre one more share nim say His Excellency the President wonya fi akwantuo mu ba pe wode ne nsa ebetimi ahyase gamanche wakasa na sabre de one more share nim say gamanche share nim say obesi 500 bed capacity children's hospital ewo Kolebu de aboa mofra wo bra mofra ehia apomden His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama ewo akwantuo mu ana anti-LGBTQ plus bill no ya pass ede no mampani John Dramani Mahama nkasa kra waka ede afa bill hu twen ye dane ye ho abasesi a ye ba pe sensem yi ene de ka ho nyina ye ba bebiem na ye de asomo ye ba isia Safei ana ado kasa fidie na to America obi so ha TVSYZ ana power 97.9 FM inside politics Jumedi Sini. We are also live on Facebook at Power 979 FM TVSYZ unya botumu pe ubehunu say inside politics Jumedi en sama hodo a etwegu wo man Ghana ha na obejebre na won so wahwe bi di wadwenkyira to ase wo merepem no ye bekin kan de ama ukopie mo YouTube a e won so ye platform e wo ho e XYZ broadcasting inside politics Jumedi no so etwegu wo ho e won so betimi ajebre na wahwe bi na adwenkyire bi ebebe otrim no wo de ato ase midi de enke obrempon the grassroots president ene Jumedi mina midi hu chia media ma me tira konya kese mu area ma Mugabe ma say the capacity man commander of the 900 million angels commander
baby biara wo awia we Nyankopon enhira wa mempene da koso na di dwumadi ahodo dwumaso ahodo a wo man Ghana dimu wudi na wo de aboa se wo man we befa ne ntema pa bi e de afria abuja ye hye nsem na se e de amawo e wo enne dwumadi no so dia na His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana John Dramani Mahama akopiem e wo UK abrochimem a eho ana the Ghana UK Investment Summit 2026 ekoso ewo London na wo omampani die nti a wakakopiem a wo hwe ene se ebefa kwan a wo mu betimi afase na wo man Ghana yen economy no atimi agina brane na ne ho atimi ayeden ye benya investors wo mo ekuteska na wo betimi aba wo man Ghana mu wa from UK and other parts of the country a wo mu nyina wo mu beti akwana wo man Ghana ye kwan a economy no efa so na agina ne nan so se beye na wudi dwa wo man Ghana mu wa wubetimi enya awrehemu na wahunu se wusika ahoɔden gyina soro nti no wobɛtimi adi saa dwumadie na wonsuro ɛkwan a employment ahodoɔ ebetimi aba ɔman mu wɔbra investors wɔn ekuta sika na wɔn pɛ enyuma ahodoɔ abie ɛwɔ ɔman Ghana mu a ebi firi UK and other part of the world no wɔn betimi ehunu sɛ sesei yɛka economy a egyina ne nan so a wɔman Ghana Africa ha yegyina ne nan so yie pa yegyina ne nan so brane sɛ wobɛhwɛ a time our Mampeni John Dramani Mahama ebetena akonnwa so right from last year 2025 ebepemne for over 50 consecutive months no na dollar to the cedi rate no abiribia na cedi na hoɔden no basura kyese ene dollar no ku etipenkura enya asam ketwa last year the cedi to the dollar rate ebedru almost $1 to 9 cedi 99 pesos. Ama His Excellency the President beka said abi Woma tenase ehunu se sidi na hoɔden no between 11 12 10 ho enti ɛhɔ no mbɛ pɛgi no se bɛyɛ na wɔmo a ehia dollar na wɔmo de akra nneɛma de aba wɔman yi mu na wɔma tɔn no wɔmo nso no ɔmo nneɛma a wɔmo yɛ na ɔmo dwadi ɔmo di no ebetimi akɔso na wɔman na egusu afa ne ntɛm apɛ bi efra. So His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana kopie mu wɔ hɔ no wɔhyia the UK Deputy Prime Minister Right Honourable David Lammy woman di nkomo aye high level engagement ensemo a mekekan efa economy ne ho kwan ya wo man Ghana enyuma hodo betimi abamu ebeye akono ama afoforo se wo betimi ababiebie enyuma na ye youth no atimi anya enyuma ye na unemployment eya de bako a eha wo man Ghana hodo bebire no ni nyina atimi every ho na wodwumadie na ase no Ghana ambassador to the UK Her Excellency Saba Zita Benson so na owase British High Commissioner to Ghana His Excellency Christian Rock one also ewase ni nyina ye apamu a na wo mo sign na afe wo mo de omonsa hye nkrata ase in your pictures right now who the Governor of Bank of Ghana Johnson Pandit Esiama Deputy Foreign Minister enso Honorable Jachi Kwesen womu nyina ewo dwumadie na se a na womo hwe se sankomo ya His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama Ghana mampani wakopie mu UK abrochimemu na wokwakodi oman Ghana ho nkomo ekwan pa oman Ghana eho aya akono afa eka hodo na eda oman Ghana so nanso womo betena oman yi mu no womo betena oman yi so from 2025 bepem 2026 and she say pa NDC aban no atimi aye na the finance minister Dr. Kasiela Atuba Forsen womu nyina ejinam na womu hwe se woman yi sika sembe gina brane na enkoye se sabi ukuta sika esane se emu aye ha na ntimi ne dollar ni nyina nti abiribia na adwuma a wo ye no na usika no ayamsese ene efrom ba na eba no empanifo yi akwan ya womatu akopie UK no ni nyina ejina woman Ghana ne bobiaye ana ne economy eno anekuta woman bia se woman bia betumpom se economy ne nye na se inflation ekodu 54%, inflation kodu 60%, food inflation nam 67%. Just na eniema hodo a ebeboa na economy ni mu ayemre no ebia age won sam de a na wo economy no na aseya ne sa but enei se wo hwe His Excellency John Dramani Mahama any NDC abai betena so empanifo ahodo a wode omusisi ministries ahodo ano Honorable Dr. Kasiela Atuba Forsen the finance minister, now the energy minister, Honorable John Jinapo. One also Bob modern share say ye nyina mukania anwodin begina so na kwanya on betimi afa na energy sector debt na da ho ekatwitwiri die over billions of dollars na da ho kwan ko na befa so akosa akun se beye no man Ghana betimi afa na tema pa bi de afra enei 1 cedi levy and a fuel levy a woman to liter so say ukokoto petrol ukoto diesel ukoto any of the your friend say fuels na ebetimi aboa na wo man Ghana yetua yen energy sector debt na da ho accumulating more under the former or the previous administration under His Excellency the former president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia together with the former finance minister Ken Nana Oforiata Sabre woni wo man Ghana mu a waye tukwatena akwatena America no Omanpani John Dramani Mahama ene ne mpanyifo kwa wo metu kwan akwa UK ni nyina no kwan a Ghana ho akọ no aye no wo mo bebo ho dawuro de akyere UK ene amanya hodo na wo matimi anya sa confidence no wo manya sa rehyemunum se nei wo mo fasika twitwidie se wo ma investment package so na wo mo de ma man Ghana ha abebie companies abie factories abeye investments akese wo man mu mo man no sika sema gina brania wo mo nsuro because wo mo aye entotie pa eno betimi aboa wo man Ghana na His Excellency asan ekasai for the anti-LGBTQ plus bill asabre mrashebejemfo edi omonsa ahyase se wofia kwantuom nya babedu pe wonfa ne nsa hyase na emeye omra ewo oman Ghana mu a yenkotie His Excellency the President of the Republic John Dramani Mahama ewo UK Ghana UK Investment Summit 2026 and some way any LGBTQ won sama wodi tuga yentie ne mra be beto adwumadi ne so.
Thank you, Samuel Badu, and others, which is whether you will sign the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill.
Oh, wow.
Which your Parliament has passed. We're speaking on the first day of Pride, the month of Pride here, and there is a lot of interest in Ghana, as well as here in the UK and in Europe. What you will do on this?
The Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill has been a bill that has probably evoked the most interest in Ghana. It shows how, important issues of family values are.
It is not the only reason Ghana's in the news. It has been one.
Yeah. Parliament has been considering it, and it was supposed to have been passed last week. There have been a few issues raised. One, that there wasn't quorum when it was passed. That's an issue that has come up. And then two, there were some procedural lapses in terms of its passage. I just got some communication that the Speaker was reading a statement to address the issue of the lapses in the passage of the bill. And so, like I said, when I was the opposition leader, the president has a number of options in this matter. It must come for assent. And so once the president gets it, you go through it because you are not part of the discussion in Parliament. And so the legal representative, the legal counsel in the presidency and the Attorney General would sit on it because it was a private member's motion. Right. This was not a government bill. And so we'll look at it and make sure that everything is in order before the president is advised to assent. The president has another option if there are some things that he thinks are a problem. He can refer to the Council of State for advice. The Council of State is an advisory body to the president, and so they will take a look at it, and then they will advise the president. And if there are issues, substantial issues that are raised, the president would return the bill to Parliament, indicating exactly what the issues are. And so there's still quite a while to go before that bill becomes law.
Thank you for setting that out so clearly. Let me ask you one final one, which is about the Commonwealth.
His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, Anana Walker Sano, the Ghana UK Investment Summit 2026, London. Now, what they say, same to Jano Mubisa and say, anti-LGBTQ, bill ya, ya pass it, then Walker Sam Edifahon, Anosai, Wati. Say ya Sasha say na shebedwem na ada omarezi ada ni ensembi wo ho say ebi ji say quorum say the number of MPs ebetimi atimi pass sa bill no crofo eka say dano kra wo mo pass sa bill no those that quorum no man timi inform and no dey pass a bill no. Apart from that, if you look at the minority MPP for wo na shebedwem a ensema hodo a wo marezi and they be amendment be on my bill num exemptions be on my ediama journalists, health workers, legal practitioners edify this anti-LGBTQ plus bill no hono and yadia woman minority and MPP for woman nije home Choma Penny Kasano was say wobedu Ghana ha wabeshe edia ehunu say the various stakeholders one more ebetimi akabi one more ejinem no mo be yehwehwemu ahunu sampa sa bill ya wo ma pasi se ye de ensa hyase a eye sa na tie pepepe asembie ne ho no sa pepepe ana wo be ye no wo bra wo ba bedu o man Ghana mu a na wo de ensa ahyase na bibibiara etimi atoto ni kama eti ensemo His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama waka ediafa anti-LGBTQ plus emra emma ho kwan ama bema ne bema enna wo man Ghana mu a woba ni woba enda wo man Ghana mu a bema entimi nya ne ho woba wo Ghana mu a woba wontimi nya ne ho bema e wo man Ghana mu a eno ane ye ka ho asem a eye mrasebedwemfo e de omonsa hyase ese sabre de ankoma mpani ba won fa ne nsa hyase but a whole lot of questions has been raised with respect to the passage of that very bill. His Excellency the President so ba wo behwe ehye de senefota bia se wo mo ye e de fa sa bill no ho na what in Sassia, a dear some journey pepe yobano, what bedi Sajumedian pepe. Now, the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagman, Right Honorable Wakasa, Edia for the anti-LGBTQ plus bill, Yapasi, was so no crowd yet. A young one p say, one more epasse, your friend is saying bill no, I was a million because now, what Julie say, I feel crown and come babakis Casa home, now for a woman who quite on the so. But quite almost fast so one more pass bill no we invited the leadership of the house any mobile bekasa na fe quite almost fast so e pass here no say was say one nya bibi from fa ho a one mo beye san hye ne pepepe say beye na sa bi we ahode e se fata no bibi bia betimi akowie yenkotie Right Honorable Alban Kingsford Bagman emra woni nsem a ono so edi atudwa edi afa anti-LGBTQ plus bill a woma pass wo mra shebedwem no ye be beto so.
And in fact, when it was passed on Friday, it was even a surprise to me because I knew that they were going to start the consideration of the bill. And that was the instructions I left before I went to attend to other activities. It was Friday and members wanted to go home early to their constituencies because we were going to sit today. And so I knew they wouldn't have completed it. But all of a sudden, I read about its passage. I reacted, and later I saw on TV all the things that happened. And so this evening, I have asked the leaders to meet me in my office. So they will be here for us to go through it. This is such a critical bill that we believe there must be consensus. Well, it's not about passing bill. It's about implementing it and making sure that it benefits the people. And so leaders of both sides of the house will be with me this evening for us to discuss what next after the passage of the bill. And I'm very sure that being men and women of wisdom will find a way out and to get all Ghanaians to buy and trade. We are grateful to all those who have come out with the commendation of the good work that Parliament has done. But we want to assure them that whatever discussion we'll have will be to better what has already been passed. It won't take any shine of it. But we need all of them to come on board, because without an identity, you have no value.
And Right Honorable Alban Kingsford Simana Bagbin Anna Watson can no Speaker of Parliament no walk today say wabra ifiada May 29th Mashabejam for the Omasasha says Sa Billy anti-LGBTQ plus bill no one more the Omasasha say one more awie one more baby I don't know one more the command penny or no and 1 year pa because now Onim said the bill was reintroduced into the House for consideration. Now umetime take a decision after home, but kwan omo fa so e pass no one mpanifo a senefata omo fie ho ebesi nkonwa na afi wo ma didi ho nkomo ahwe se ampa bill na omo pass no niema ewom ensem ewom no eyade a se wo mo de mama mpani no de nsa hyase a ebetimi aboa na bill no what the bill seeks to achieve say behwe na wo bema na wo ba ntimi na wo ba nye ne ho bema ntimi nye ne ho oba no sa mra no edi su sa pepepe wo bere kwan for ha bia manti no o assure Ghana for nyina say after the passage of the bill no and some ahodo aba ho ni nyina no obi anka na koma nto ne yam because bill no won be say di ho nkomo aye nhyehyeye aye hwehwemu ehunu sampa bill no aye ready so mampani John Dramani Mahama obetimi ne nsa hyase na timi serve ne purpose ana ebetimi aboa na de Ghana di si ni say yen kro we mu no eye chiwade se be ma ne obema beda eye chiwade se oba ne oba beda eye chiwade se oba be ne ho be ma eye chiwade se be ma be ne ho oba no ebetimi aboa na ade sanse seye na to akwam na wo man na gusu afa ne ntama pa bi ede efra yento adwumade ne so mfema the minority leader Honorable Alexander Afenyo Osahene Markin wo anti-LGBTQ plus hunsem ye no wako Facebook said previously wakasa dia fa ho ewo amendment exemptions ne kwan bi a wo ma fa so dia pass bill na enye the minority de no we no wakwa tro Facebook me pese yen kanmra na afa mu nchiremu esene fata no yen fam o say a law that imprisons people for their sexual orientation or who they choose to love does not protect society. It simply selects a group of human beings and makes their existence a crime. That is a line no parliament in the civilized world should cross. Honorable Alexander Afenyo Markin no osi wano de emra eba na be criminalize wamwa because of their sexual orientation. So mu chusu se bema o chusu so bedo bema se oba be chusu so bedo oba se bema be no so oba na oba be no se bema na se mbre yi ba na be criminalize o ma na se ede eye punishment o se bia ba beto o so no de enya de pa na eno kire se human beings bi wo ho no mo a wo mo existence no e ba be ye crime wo man mu Ghana na enisem na sebedwa bia mu ai wo wiase I womo enebre ni bia bay womo timi edi sa adwumadie no Honorable Alexander Afenyo Markin asem akwakochiro no no eti basically I am just asking sir Honorable Alexander Afenyo Markin wasem wa wo kan wo pa kire say wo sa LGBTQ plus bill no wo support it. Is that what you are telling Ghanaians? Eti yenyai na emema ne mema na wo krom ho ana yenyai na ema ena wo krom ho ana yenyai na mema endress te se ma nante wo krom ha ana yenyai na ma endress te se mema nante wo krom ha. Is that what you are telling us? Now, then ya mamre ne ya mane eka fa sensem yi ho. Honorable dabia se ekoba ne se emranim ni mrasebedwani a lawmaker, an experienced lawyer like Alexander Afenyo Markin eke kan sem bi say ya enkobren po ya na me ye di areho wo man bia ne practice owom wo man bia yanko Kuwait yanko Saudi Arabia yanko Dubai yanko UAE foi yanko mo say wo mo parliament house wo mama mu omu bunum no me ba chaw wo mo gitum se be ma ne be ma betena. Are they not a civilized world or many miei? Ko Saudi Arabia na ko ka chom se we gay. Ko Dubai na ko ka chom se we lesbian. Ko Kuwait, ko Iran na ko ka sasem we chrom se we LGBTQ ni eti you have your right as a human being, you have your human right to do whatever you want. Honorable Alexander Fenyomaken eti wo ma wo hunu se wo babema pebema wani baje hu ana. Are you doing this? Are you saying this because of politics? What do you wish to achieve, Honorable? You are one person I like so much. Because of how but the way I work on some of far and send me say, we are trying to sanitize the system. Now say videos to be about abonting your in-house parties are mema gays for next year and one man Ghana more ekoso lesbians are a man next year no more in-house parties. And if you look at some of the graphics, so what shen yamani be a ekoswa uba fi I want my Ghana more ekoso me no ka say why the beka chem say enkoso no onim. And we need to sanitize the system. Yema mofra na mra na mo mra mehuru sa na ma we anunti ana Bobra na Napo, the former education minister, education minister no comprehensive sexuality education urban anuti. I am asking anuti ananada kwakufado amane secretary adibatu gase na nada kwakufado say on pesa bill no anti LGBTQ plus bill the last your friend said 2024 February womo epasi wom na sebedwam a womo de kɔ jubilee house no man pedi in sasa se no eno nti na man pedi ka se on pese obehu be no wo no ana amankrofo ehia be no wo kwam agye be no de to Supreme Court 11 months under the MPP and that Akufo Addo ansai. So basically, Honorable, I am asking, are you telling Ghanaians say the MPP you support the LGBTQ plus community, the minors, you support them? Na yen possible bia na yen hunu sanema we o man Ghana kromo ana a Christian nation. Wo man ya je Nyankopon di. Na se wo kan wo Bible na Honorable Alexander Fenyomaken minim se wo ye Christoni a wo kwa asore. Se wo kan wo Bible na with all the human rights, rules, regulations, and whatever we have. So what kind of Bible now? At the end of Bible, kasa edifa wabema ni wabema na hu, wabani wabana hu. Wabema wayen waba wayen wabema. At the end of Krokron Honorable Alexander Fenyomaken, who could tell the kwa sorry them kwa sorry no. At the end of kafa hu. Asemo ya wo try no. Wo so for afrao. Wo so for anybody who come on. Say what could the biggest platform where we as a Facebook, as a member of parliament, a lawmaker, and a leader. Na yes, say yenkora womo baso no benya brabo pa bia bo. Yenkola womo baso no womo de nyamesuro bi be show mu abo brabo. Na wo ka kire am say da bi say waso obedo be ma se obedo be ma enye bone wo baso obedo be oba enye bone enti emra eba be se womo magyan no yen for samra no yen twam. Honorable, yes, the next generation are coming up. The only thing you can do to help this country is to lay down rules and regulations about what mine who buying. There be a mikase Ghana yembrano de yesa yatuna jejem. Ghana yembrano who was scarce ambrano credit to me foul. Unless say edu critical point be a sabran will be a can watch ye enye and ye ni ye di anim kakra sente sadia wo man wemu ye wo ma mradi wom and ye wo mo emra ni wom. It is clear in this country. Yeah, mine insanity. So the best thing you can do, honorable, for the good people of Efutu, it's honorable who could do Efutu, na mema fe fi omuhwano, e ma fe fi omuhwano, e miemi omuho, na ukoto so honorable bebo unsema momana. Is that what you are telling the good people of Efutu? Say omunye gays, womunye lesbians, womunye transgenders. Because they have chosen to love who they want. Now, one more papa, and your mommy, if they chose to love Obama, and come back, we are say. Young for politics in Trinchayon. A man or some near maybe say, no, honorable, Abribia, Mama, young phantom chain. Young phantom chain. Native him one or minor fun and Timma Pebby Fra. Young man or some baby and free more. Yaba siraw. Yan to jumedi so ni yanko minority for one minority. They are saying South member of parliament Reverend Intim Fodua one also akasa e afa anti-LGBTQ plus. Bill ya womo edi o sasa se o mrasebe dwam se o mampedi John Dramani mama e fa ne sasa se na efi na kwei wo ye bema wo kroma wo ne bema da wa so be yese emre wo ho no ebediu ama wo fresi the punishment no wakasa dia fa me pese yentie wono ane num sema wakasa e dia fa mra ye be beto adwumadi ni so.
On behalf of the Minority Caucus, we have called this press conference to ask a simple question, but very simple, but very serious questions, very, very serious questions on behalf of the Ghanaian people. And the question is, what changed? What has changed in our values from 2024? And what has changed now in 2026? Have Ghanaians changed their values on LGBT since 2024? If that has not changed, if nothing has changed in our value system, then the bill which Ghana passed, Ghanaians wanted, 93% of the population deemed as very important, should be the same bill that is important to the Ghanaian people today. What has changed? In 2024, Ghanaians were told that the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill required only presidential assent. That was all that Ghanaians said they needed. Indeed, NDC were very forceful in joining those calls, but all that was needed was presidential assent. The country was urged to pressure President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo to sign the bill immediately. In 2026, however, the same bill, when we place it before them, in the expectation that the same President Mahama who promised to sign the same bill that he wanted President Akufo-Addo, and we all wanted President Akufo-Addo to sign. However, when that bill was placed, the bill in that form was not presented to President Mahama, but had to be mutilated, had to go through major surgeries, had to be amended, had to be deleted. Original provisions from the bill 22 had to be deleted, redrafted, and 31 insertions made before President Mahama would have it and desire it to sign it. Was that the promise? Was the promise to come and amend, review, mutilate, alterate, dilute the bill before he signs? You all remember. The promise was clear. Vote for me. I will come and sign the bill. On all their platforms, they said, vote MPP out because they won't sign the bill. Vote NDC. NDC will come and sign that bill. They did not say NDC will come and amend that bill. NDC will come and review that bill. NDC will come and delete provisions from that bill and redraft it before we sign. That is a scam, and that is breach of trust. That is deception, and that is hypocrisy.
Okay, Honorable Intim Fojo, Assistant Member of Parliament, ma MPP Amanyo Kuno, Ana Unu Sawakasa, Bila 2024, Nasabejam for the Omasasa se na Entimi Pwanko do Jubilee House, Nemum, and Crawford Kwaji, Edekoto Supreme Court, no, Sabi na NDC for Tayachire, Nananda Kokufado on sign, one fan in Sansas here, Nemeyamra, one co sign, eti na wo hwa NDC platforms ahodo nyina na omoka vote MPP out to mamo to aba ma if it's a sabe no wo ntimi nsan ye de ye ba ye be san na emom ene yi a president mama ba ye no sabe no wo ma delete o ma yi niam afri mu wo ma ya amendment wo ma ya exemptions wo ma bill no mu aye mre de nkebetimi ase de na wo old bill 2024 no mu na no de ye betimi ase ma enkrofo besuro mpo se wo mo be gays wo be lesbians wo be transgenders wo mo be bibi biara ensem fata ye hwe wo ma mu ase be fia no sa ne ma nyina no ase emu aye mre ama wo mo kura bedi sa bone no ana wo be sa ne ye no etia no enti na wo mo minority wo mo enti ase no maybe sa enti mfoju again say 2024 bill no wo mo sign ye na wo mo de call no nko mo de come man pani e koda court no press conference o ye we 2024 the same 2024 the minority leader the then majority leader Alexander Fenyomarkin ekoka say bill no said ye wo mo criminalize wo mo a ebedi sajumedi anoden na ukọ ye prison ho so obi ye gay obi ye lesbian now che now the back of tumu a already prisons one kasa no gays ni lesbianism ekoso what kind in a video we have it here I bet me about the actual it is a wuchi obi a ye gay wuchi obi a ye lesbian na so we be prison dia and na yes am tuntum a open asifi akọ na frema fa no wo kọ no sajumedie na no kwakọto aso ho it is nkabe ya aban ensesa mranum 2024 Fenyomarkin sem o kan na meka kire wo no na sa mra no wo ma no nye ne se wo koye sa niema ne bi se wo koye gay ana wo koye lesbian ye chewo a ye be ma communal labor ane odo na gata ya ne ye twa be ye 50 years de ama wo eti wo sori anopa bia no a woni kire ho eti 3-year sentence ne de be ma wo 3 months 1 year 2 years 16 months ane de be ma wo a wo sori anopa na enkrofo gina wo so na ne wakoti odo gata yi mu saa kopem time a wo beti mu awie nanka yediomo ebo sajima no yentie honorable Alexander Fenyomarkin 2024 wo bra under na Dankwa Akufo-Addo wo mo pass anti LGBTQ+ bill no nsem okafa ho yentie mra
Ghana yenjin tum de beyin wonwa yenjin tum de besia wonwa yenjin tum so da aben ya ye wodu MPP aben na MPP party engine tum de besia nwa besia there is no way a MPP na MPP aben beja tum de besia wonwa nambom za yer kanye de impempre de obi akahye de ni isunum na ye pede ya sesani su ana asome yesido damazi ya engine tum nambom onka de fiasese ya hwe de ye. That is all, Chairman. Zamrikin, Ekoyen a quarter. In Browa, what's the look? Why encourage the judges in the day? So be a one beer. Them jail because a concert woman. Them a kojo bein in some semi or kodo home pomo. Into saying pano to fiaza. You worsen the situation. Into Bianca, you introduce BB Wofan community centers. Community service. Yes, some counseling system via oba allow me nimpano ebia tibi or woman obotumna wa reform to reintegrate into society. Che, as a parent, as a husband, as a dad, for all I've seen in life, you can't force a human being to change from a particular isubi. For all that I have seen in life, I mean use abe with you. Because I been on one. Ever got to them and me 18-year-old girl yet in come maybe a big feed or a major and a mampona. Because they a cock running is in come. No only a trusty woman on you or to us. And son why you want.
It's Honorable Alexander Osahene Fenyomarkin, member of parliament for the good people of Efutu, the minority leader, a lawmaker, a lawyer, and with all the experience in 2024 after the passage of the anti-LGBTQ+ bill. And then was the former president Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo and then in Sasha said, a same way, and Okotina Peace FM. Now, what can you say? That be me and Fanny Pan and Kwankwatum. na yɛde kɔtom die a ɔbɛwɔ sin case no ɛnɛ ti asɛm a wɔsan ɛka ɛwɔ hanom ɛkyerɛ a law that imprisons people for their sexual orientation or who they choose to love does not protect society. It simply selects a group of human beings and makes their existence a crime. That is a line no parliament in the civilized world should cross. Eti ni semna wakekano ebabra any assemwa the your friend is saying the Asin South member of parliament Reverend Tim Fodjo one also abeki kasesi say the old bill and canon the yankoko sign and then on one leader the no sia ebabra because amendment and exemptions be na womo 2024 sa bill we womo passing wom na sebedwem na womo hwehwe say eno na no odin tikura na no omapani na dan kokufado ensign no those amendments have been done, those exemptions have been done in the new bill a womo passing e wom na sebedwem enti edien bio ana they are going back for 2024 bill na womo susu say anu odin na enye enti na dan kokufado mon sign one would they were in 7 ACCNE. One would they were in 7 boy bra. There be a me catch you say, ye betna pe, ye bet die near me be a didi a chirao, or tiny or yaw be anim, but ye juma, and a juma ye no, ye so mine be fun and tema pebi de fra, no matter who is doing the bad thing, we will say it here. And if you are equally doing the good thing, we will say it here on this platform. Now, when my Ghana, you know, we say, Ampa. When warrior Juma Padiabua, now when the Subaya war done, you know, and you say, well, mine be born or it is a CIA and Kasabi way, finally, ya pass it. Na babebo, my Ghana who buying. Say, and ye bonny, say, what Bemani or Bema Beda or Bani or Babeda, I know ye chili wo cromwa, Nankabo Bino. Honorable Alexander Fenyo Markin said there be honored on support sa na ye nyai womwa womu bi tusu obi a wopeso odo no ye nyai ne womu tusu so mbedo mo abuja ye beto adwumede no sidi ama na emum ye beto aso a ye nko Victory Garlic Mixture fo aso ye mfemra womu no yare ahodo esa wode womu a ka ho na onsa ntimi nka bi ebeboa wo na to yare ase ama ye hwe momra nto adwumede so
Enya Victory Garlic Mixture na wati ni dinatiati ni se na edro ni tie na no pasem ne se edro wi adwuma ye titru pa ne se ebeboa ananana ne srade ewo ni padua ni mumtin mu ama ohu atɔ kura de dika obabi wo ho a okomfikyire a ema edro a wunya ye Victory Garlic Mixture ebi kura wo bekɔ a ewie wo ansa na ba ye Victory e na wunya Victory no ma na usumi biara ubenya ufichira kwa empa honkra eno de akira obi wo ho ani ti ne ta dwa no obi wo ho ye adwuma kakra bia no abre na nakoma bɔ ne periperi ni nyina e mogya entimi mfa akoma nu nkwa adwen mu eno ne kofa saa de ne ba odofo mesrew so wo ho na wonsem ta adwew ebia wonsa no sei ana wonamro mu na esi fom no kra adwew ana ayetufo se de edi fom ato mpagoa mu a eya Victory na me kan fama wo unum Victory asa no ma ye bobɔ so nyina no ebegyae de ɔtɔ hɔ anadwo a wantini na wohia Victory emframa nyankopɔn de ama yɛn se yɛ humi wo de wo humi a na wo tie so obra ɛyɛ Victory na betimi aboa wo ye wo bi wo so a wo ho ana ne yɛma hye no a obia na ne ka obia nya ne hwe obi wo so na koma bɔ ne periperi ni nyina mogya ne ntimi ne afusa ne ye wo ni padua no ɛdura wunya yɛ Victory Garlic Mixture de watwa bra ya bia ya na se kokodue ne nam no ye ne basa eya Victory na me kamfo wunya Victory bi no a ebeboa wo se doctor de wato aduro so sani a ubetimi anom Victory na ka waduro wonna ne se waduro no na abenu ma meat abiasa no anom we so na abenu ma no anom Victory no so achi meat abiasa wo ye ne sa bibia abege kama ma se wona se tata wo ye agya ho aduma mesraw edura me kamfo ama wa ye Victory Garlic Mixture Mr. Onipa ni bia danse a yepese yefa o madanse na tie na se wo so koto a obenya sa danse kro no a
ntwe mi nyini mi mpedwan mi ntimi ni di mi yare so mene ko be 12 years di man num nduro mojeduru 5 minutes de tim matutu And I say, I'm a TV to me now, maybe in the moon say, Mountain Derby, as a victory herba, victory garlic mister. The name Todrusa, Modruno, Asa, Modruno, a year papa. To me, do within some nominee. I've been no more ya. Now, if you sound of your moment to me, debut of him demand a Drubone, sad, we semi, and so not to me, D, and as we be of idiot. And as we do moment to me, debut of you, who get me on the tea at Donan Cow, TV soir. Namco to be no do no pa any Aviania, you know. One day, Moose Affy, Yampara, me know what be am to me, the demons Affy. I told them to call you black. Massa, Modron, dear. Adoni, and I mean, Shram.
I Jimmy Pa, me problem ye, menstrual pains. And then neck a crumb so. To me, many menses no bosum, me brepa, me brancasa. Me to tone drone, and it's a man to say, you see, I be draw Hannah Makoto. Baby, I'm a woman to me for a call or be crucial. I could tell you, draw me to me no be to say. Now, victory need the in fact. I don't know. Me nim the woman dear. Me ko Toby. Me tea advert no TV so. Sadana na me sorry and you na me ko toye. Nada. Dana me say. Ade yi to me padi mu no. Moja tropa yi to me padi mu. Ti me twa to me phone so kura. Say ha adwene a. Anka me de betu aka ho. Na mo ahye. Te say so one way you call a na bia me ya watch na me no maduru bi te say if sada na yi sa moja toa no to me padem no me nya mezes no maduro e ma me hu sa e moja say bi like say kwoti te say ni na flow kama to victory tie mintimi enja ento ho te to de bia na mo ba aba so am mo me so ma ba so na e do no me di hu adanse
Obisi me de cholesterol esa de boni e na aba mi nipadua ma be di atenase wadro ye victory garlic mixture se wunya victory ni no ma cholesterol no se na nani e density bia no victory be yi ni nyina afi nipadua no odofo wo pedia to anama ne 024 25 45 633 024 25 45 633 and 020 129 3280 020 129 3280 a victory mpunimdie ne ade brem.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. Natural mineral water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
Hi. Now let me tell you about Safari Valley Eco Resort, the first of its kind in West Africa. Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, who plans your itinerary.
We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the eco park.
So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting.
We also went fishing on a man-made canal. Our tour guides taught us so much about the wildlife and how to interact with them.
They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have here.
Visit Safari Valley Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
Na ade na ya obayi a oda forma so ne yafunu mu emunumuni.
Oh, Mr. Entry, also ya titi be benfie pi nanso ne yamo nyono da. Se me chew no ahodo amato a me hunu hwe a ebe ya nwanwa.
Menyi ni se what ulcer tamfo Haxa capsules any Haxa mixture ya no mbom kotia ulcer no bia ma no anom. Anka ne ho ato no dadaada. Ulcer dro de eno ne Haxa capsules any Haxa mixture.
Ankom ni nkyeremu.
Ulcer ye kura eto ye funu ene ensunu mu. Etuma wo ye funu ekeka wa. Wo gire ho a enye. Ulcer etumi ema wo ye cheko ebra wadidi awie. So how eye ulcer de a compare Haxa capsules any Haxa mixture na no mbom na ho ebeto.
Pedudu atu a ko okanshi drug lane Kumasi Dani Herbal Takradi AA Mensa Anafre 020-3822-855 Apefo abatan ya wama won mofra no fo ene mofra woni mfie dumienu enka ho Haxa capsules ene ne mixture
ulcer tamfo edi age adwade nkratoyi yi atom.
Misama Wakwaba Biodi ba TVXYZ and Afe Power 97.9 FM. We are live on Facebook at Power 979 FM, TVXYZ, YouTube, XYZ broadcast. Na Afe Wabo Mwadi Ajebre, Inside Politics, Jumedi Echweguno. Na Washwebi Ajun, Trebi Ebeba Otrim, Wabra Jumedi Ekosono, Fatwa Se Wamede Pemno, Yabejebre na Akenkai, Edi Amau. Midi the Encobre and Pomina Midi Jumedi and Wachami the Amau, and Nede. We shall make cow. Sir, MPA, the National Petroleum Authority for Gusubon Kaye, sir. Sir, Okoto, Sir Tanka Biadania to fear him, Loro Quanso, and now on Patemo, me Pacho, and Fagalon, and Fat Train, and Fabo Biasa Okosofu and Ibi. A jabet me at Tum, Amu Bibiara or Washi. Until the obey number Medebabe to Gano, so who said Tanka Biadania to our first number no. Now, offer the Ghana National Fire Service, Ghana Police Service, and the National Petroleum Authority for Nagasabejo so. Edim penny for a woman yom church, dia fasa accident in Abe CC pass ebeye, Nemfa Oye Nebia Emma. It is first number way, Abribi Albehunu say, Tanka Biadania to Quanso, and Adania to Umpatem. Na and penny for me CC in Femam 030-255-0380 030-255-0380. Now, if you so, Nancy, Senefatan, Woma Baba Yo, be a tankano, and I entered Median no some family, and Divine Hope Eba Center for Omade or Chia Heba Powder Abba, Esaya, Waho do to Yariase, Woma Baba Kayan Sawa, Yankom Ho, na Enui, Yaraho do Esan, Woman Fentuja, Udiuma, Wako Pebi, Abebo Yepa, Chief. Mama Kwama.
Ejosunia.
And then they move to talk.
Aye.
And then annoy
them.
Okay. And then so Ghana for ATM, one more shemo. Ochia Heba Powder. Divine Hope Heba Center for the Aba. Nijuma dia Edipa. Eh, daddy.
Minia me bana mitio watchro. Na mitio me radio ni so.
Okay.
Na o ka giasem. No kre na me raho. Na me raho ankasa se o my way you do level a ka giasem kra no.
Ya
tra.
Okay.
I feel na yadwin ge ho. The way I Ghana for ma say be omo dey. Ghana for me de papa.
Wono mo twe a.
Wono mo twe na ugina.
Obetime gina so.
Ama ho ya ode. Na say bi akobi pale tru. Me na crap.
And before yes ti yanko edi na bo twe mo da wuro kire me ma no.
Ghana for
na enyo mo de na omo ko fa ma.
Na woni me ma no me gi no.
Yes.
Bebrebe so be mewu.
O sa
emu 80% ombe ma no ewu. Enu nti obefa oba de obeye gi ni ehu se oye be ma
no so ye gi.
But na say uja natural pa ompe gi no.
Okay.
Ba be ma na ewu nti
ana o yes sir.
No yes sir.
Me da se.
Enti me
revelation here come.
Yeah. Enti me sere we be ma na se be ma no fi se ewu aye mmere ahode asa enti na wo fo so ho akoye gese ma mesro ene aye wo last stop ochia herbal powder we ni adura be ma no ye brane na wo ba nom aye obasima tie ni ye be ma ni be ma da fom empeja nyame tumi nti ono ochia herbal powder na apeja na hode sonko atimi abam na senya ye aduro ni ya anya no masem da bitie ye no adura esayare na yaresa ne bewia na di emu anigye ni emu abasobo aka ho enu nti na ochia herbal powder oba nom be manom yade ahodo bese na ye na enum bi ho nom a eka be ma dia automatically wo be ye mmere ana ebekum be ma sa na ke oba so a owo sunsanso akese de dikan ye sisi yade bonisi waist pain obi de na ye chronic or say crown crow over 10-15 years de bia ori painkillers ansa na adwono ene wo bisisi nti wakadem wo ye dobani ene wontimi ntwika biem wo ye mercy ni carpenter ni wontimi nkwadwuma biem wo ye pofo enso na kodo no wontimi ntena kanu no biem na enso nyame tumi no de nim dia mayen ye de otwea herbal powder sadi ewu sisi ni tie bia nyame tumi nti sekedo do peneko ehwo danse bebrebe ene ene se ne be ya obia betimi anom bi obia betimi atobi esense gada fo emu se yempe adura enwono nti otwea herbal powder enyenwono yempe adura epegi eka because ye adwumade de bia se onu do eka wa ho be kiro otwea enka afi yempe adura na akoro ma ena eni aduane wei enum nsie wei enkonom nsa echiri dabi wei otwea oni achiwade nie wo chie ba ko pe se wo beto yeto mpaase na wanom afi wa wuji mutum se me koko pa na ha me yebutim bobu kuru se de nsuo mu na koko nti oba de bia me makeup sansa na mapie koko nti sebi uko private a ubiri sebi oba akwa awoso koko nti sebi mpedo se woni de bia ya wo hene oposa ayako de ya wo de na ene ade wo akira hu hu ni ye eben wa na atuabom koko nti ene black star waka pe ko board wonti mi hwe bi enso sebi woni en fry na enso jani yadum wona wo hia otwea herbal powder na koko so yarea esara so mesisi yade esense eba esisi moja no muntini ne moja ntimi mfamunti eka be ma so a etimi komu be ma anas esense so a ebetimi mana ye mre aye mra ma afi wa agire ho a anda 1 minute kura wontimi nko afi wa uji wo se me wo BP oba bi ko wo ye after say wo ye no wada BP adroso over 10 years na oba mpo de se kobasa ni ha dwunu se emaniblo no etikọ akiri na tinka no etikọ akiri na bema de kum ne bema ema na be ye mre opeja na sini trase de biara da obutu obom paye mesrew eye chiwade ma bema hwe ni ye wonim se wo me ka sei wonya stroke da form o fa dwodwo untumi nante se bi wano fa chia fa cheme e wo se meka e yare nyame de hunim de amaye wono mo twa pe nyame tumi nti no wonya yaresa anopa baako anwumre baako ye wohia ye nsohie mesre wo kwa ne woni to box wei ehye maako 50 eye 500 Ghana cedis went me antoto half opeso akwa baako sei eye 10 cedis to ba no wo de no hwe na wo akiri pa se ne board no baako wo ye 12 Ghana cedis wo akiri na adaka nyina aye 600 Ghana cedis eno wo akiri pa na kumase ne nkran area de mesro 5 and 10 and ton na num binya yaresa wo bitu ase twin ye ne yaba na ntuba na nkokom yesi wonya siatika enu ko otwi ko brema ba nkransa ko petiti man nyina wanom bi na so de wote na wote e ka wa bɔ ne yare no ho no enna wa ya de so mabusua ayonkofo ko na ofra wo bi amfa yare nti mesro num otwa herbal powder obi se mensa 83 menan 83 ade wo me kora mente tweye na stroke na eba wo kaye no tweye na stroke na eba wo kaye no yare ba ko ba na wanso ano a ebe kwa mo yare ahodo bebrebe na ade na wo se nka 1000 Ghana esa no afi ukura 50,000 e pa yare sa na wunya pe otwe heba pa da kira kwan na num bi ben wate na nya yare sa make us say obi nyadwane a wontimi nni sense to ne yam say kima na ne yam dwa no yesi wonya outside ebi say peptic ya mana brofo dia kase di mu say yam kuro no mo chia ba powder nyame tumi nti ubenya yaresa afa branti etie we ye bema wo junso sem nye e ban ten tankane na dwoko akoda ne na dwon de wana obi abadwonso wo junso amade chi mesrawo wo junso ne bia kam okwa na so ne go box num hwe ni ye ne amesha roba dachi obetwonso afa roba mu hwe ni ye ene du sa so na wo yire ho ya akono afa yire bia na so guti mesrawo pe otwa heba pada kira kwan wa otimi mu se oba me ye sa wanimi wura dwaye na woro ho na wusu afon atwe wuram ayelengelenge ayese straw ayese cleon me pacho ene oba 4 years dey ayepe pe otwa heba pada kira kwan we enyam pai bo asem enfam tu nsem ebo so mpaye ewo Yesu di me be ye enye ye we nyam pai bo asem eye duro ana wuhia na abra onu otwa heba pada na mitumi nti na ahoden sonko na bem ogina brane ya me se me Ghana for ma ho kono ti se me hwe me na me kana me hwe mai ewradi Yesu na se me wo ka me ya papa omo ho kono be ma no du nya yaresa na ho oba wani age e be fetchi wa twetwe wa wo so na da ho se ni tiase me so no mo twa heba powder asa Ghana be bia wonam bia so nya bito wo akra ha no ma circle and Kesben FM ye ho benya bia to wo la pasa enyi la FM bi ho Madina Rex Junction Kwimbune hono wo benya biato Jokat Pharmacy e wakasoa otimenka na se wo te se koforu ya Gapson to tattoo ho eno wo Kumasi be bia wo benya bi ato afe tema na naboache ho benya biato hono mo na afe wonnam sunwa ya cap heba ebi ho agora sodofo mu si yeyi e ho ya Lincoln Pharmacy ebi ho kwa benya bi ato numbers ni wo screen so o fa no afre yen afe wa wuti radio ndi tie ni ye eye 0591
0591
56
55
57 0591 56 55
57
0550 63 90 37 0550 63 90 37 ya ba me say me nko na metimi abo akonya ama me de hye enti we ye friend nanom atopahene on the master me nko en woka whatever na atopahene
e man yo mu firimu etu yo ba na se wo so utie na wo hye ye ne a me pacho yenyi mu firimu tie man mu mu tie o yo ba e wa fichiri komu hawo tie ne ye o yo ba wa fichiri kono etutu sisi o yo ba wa fichiri kono ebi amantwe ebaye no the following month etwaso no ama obi kura de ekoba se 6 months nie ne de ne ntimi ma obi so a ne de na eba eya na obobna otwadwadwo ne ya ene empatam kura wote na se area wote no obi ate ne ngase adwo mansa ana na fichiri kobre eduru so me pacho oye oba won so ochia herbal powder no yenyi wu mfirimu memo mema no de wo munie mo de no 2 in 1 oba bi antiem ye 2 in 1 esanse yedi kan ka kire wo se be mana no mochia herbal powder ne ma sese ni sisi yade no asama ne ma emoje die afrusa ne woni ntinimu sisi ri timi koba etisa o yoba e wa fichiri komu hawo na se wonso saa so yintino ama wonso otenka ateko oba bi wo na tenka nyinawu uso di mu pe da bia e ba bia ka kire won ko soja trainida as was hey no oba be cheware me pa cho unya ochia herbal powder ni bia ye numbers na wo screen so no oba me pa cho fa odi etwa said ye ti wo screen so no twa udu pharmacy shop ana herbal shop bia ebia na wura fi aduro no di se won kai ochia herbal powder no a odi fa kire obia owo pharmacy shop o ana se herbal shop o se aduro wei na ope ochia herbal powder ne frɛ number na gu screen so no ye be kira wo de odi be ka ochia herbal powder ne ho a oba obanom na wo fichiri komu hawo a etutu sisi emaye eba wote yawo onum na asasa fichiri komu hawo de ama no na etwe waten kan so de aba na be ma na no ochia herbal powder ni sisi ni tumi koba no se woni ni di kase ani a ado enna bo sampa aso se etwan ene sound so no aya ne mo de sanse be ma na koba na wo de sound di akire a aya boa me boosti moria no e betumi koyie etimi pacho oyo ba wa fijiri komu how dia uni how kra numbers na good screen so no se utie radio no so a je numbers ni sisi a na frɛ yɛn ne enkyira ode ode be ko twa heba powder no ho a obenom no oba won so oma yosem no ebetumi asiye na SCP asita numbers no 0591 56 55 57 and 0550 63 90 37 and 0551 22 81
enti nungwafo nyina enko nungwa coastal hona Stecom pharmacy ewo na amasaman 3 junction babia Rewiline wona do no ma ho Edike pharmacy ewo ho enti babia tuma do bia so ubura ho no mo a wo se mepe otwea herbal powder esi ejane hyewa wow and
center for herbal powder ana omde sum wo no ebia se what would you mo atumi kana kope bi ye herbal powder ano din ye pa na bebo a TVSYZ and a power 97.9 FM inside policy jumedi sunu ebia yeguso ya de jumedi sum 19 sama hodo a etwegu o manga no mo de di sefata se won so betime nya ho ntiase ana yeguso a ye de sum no ye beda ne ye ho ba ye koba pe listo nana kusi poku dodo na feni ni poku no executive director Edma Good Governance Advocacy Group Ghana wono ewo jumedi su ne saso na Kofi Ebusia Penny National Communication Team member Edma NDC amanyoko no wono so ewo jumedi su ne penny fo emienu ana ye ne on beba betina se na fe nkomo aka nyina no ye biem twen ye dane ye ho aba ye ba eto jumedi ni so ama
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your ward's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 GA West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
If I cry na menyisika, etia ye mefui.
Ehifa pa na menya bosia, edia tre medwuma yimu.
Kai cry mabre, mi ye bosia ato taxi fufu. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yamamwa kwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hye ya hodo bi te se dwadifo abosia, ekokro bosia, susu account. And it does so ho savings account. Me bada chain savings account. And the keka ho. First Suhum Rural Bank was 03422919896. Now one so what to me aka say.
Suhum Rural Bank. Ama ene mayeka owner.
Suhum Rural Bank. Enti me pa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
Obrebo eye adwumada. Eboa eyam aduane. Eboa eyi nsa free ni peduani. na ɛboa wo nipadua ma ɛtena hɔ yie nanso wonim sɛ nneɛma a yɛdi na yɛnom tumi ma brɛboɔ yɛ adwumaden sen pɔtee
mehu da me brɛboɔ yɛ adwuma paa ebia ɛsɛ sɛ mentumi yɛ biribi boa me brɛboɔ
Annie, and nothing about the left feet from the Moses Clinic near Herbal Center about Herbal Food Supplement. We see pa the barberbo, ama a year jumayi.
Now, ain't the juma.
Fatopa yenu, and no pani anymore. Na a boama berbo ye jumayi. Sani a beya, a bit me and yam a jania woody, a sissy ni pejanimo, a ye moving see.
And none of me brabo can't
Wobenya Live Kid wɔ pharmacy, herbal shops, ne supermarkets a ɛbɛn hɔ. Sɛ wopɛ dodoɔ so atu a, frɛ 0244 06 8447. Live Kid, boa wo brɛboɔ, boa wo nipadua. Ɛduro yi ɛnyɛ ma apemfo, ɛma a ɛma ɔmoma nofoɔ, ne mmɔfra a wɔnya mfeɛ 12. FDA agye dwadie krataa yi atum.
Okay, I'm saying I'm more about TVXYZ any power 97.9 FM inside politics jumedi ana yeguso a yede eso mono na nsema hodo etwemu ewo man Ghana mu a se beye na wusu be timi anya ho ntiase se Ghana ni setimamuni na abibiara wutumi a wonso wode sempenifo sase wo monye yensese ye pa ubenya so mfaso no wahunu kwan a empenifo ede faso ko Facebook ayo ho at Power 979 FM TVSYZ Facebook afi XYZ broadcasting there YouTube and ye wona wajebre na watimi ahwe dwumade bi midin the NK Obrempon ye todwumade no so area mawo ewa ha mamika wo say Office of the Registrar of Companies Sebra na business name renewal any annual returns are woye abribian branabe afiewe womo the deadline eto on the 30th of April say will be biara wa mama ye annual wa me file ni annual returns no wa me ye business name renewal no womo betwa sa companies num womo be yi omudi afiri mu a wuntimi fa sa company ni ye adwuma bio nemum omo hwe on the second thought no omo ye extension from the 30th of April and akodu June 30th year 2026 menoka say June bosumi ewomi ebedu on the 30th of June no me pacho na fe deadline no ebrena so se wonko file annual returns and anko ye business name renewal me pacho sa time no na business no and now business name no problem aba ho eno wo mrem no se ukoso de ye adwuma na se wo moche wa there are penalties to pay, there are prices to pay and ubetimi aha wadwene enti se wonye ya ma na ma oto na the Office of the Registrar of Companies na ko file annual returns na your business name renewal se be ye ne betimi aboa na watimi ade business name no akoso ade dwumade bi a wudie for numbers here me dey to dwai na enchemu aka bia no the Office of the Registrar of Companies FNSMO 030-824 9841 030-824-9841 on WhatsApp and our Telegram numbers here 0599-525-774 0599-525-774 now if you want me akwa business name renewal na etimi aboa ujuma bi die bi a wudi no ensupa a obenom ede akomu ni din ba akopɛ ex natural mineral water fina de koi senedai ana wote sanka boya ka national so se wo ba oyere unua o maame o papa ensuo bakopa eyema abusuamu ni nyina ye extra natural mineral water ensuo a enuane nu ahodo bi a ema nipadua na hoɔden no ayemu ma ntise wo no mo a wo arehemu se apomudin bi a efa nsuo aba no wonso unipadua no onsa betimi akabi ukɔ mekom ukɔ mat bi e ben wo amepacho wo betimi anya extra natural mineral water ni bi ato ba bi a wate sa asem dei wate sa nka bo ehwam edefa extra natural mineral water yi ho no wonso wo bepe bi ato and now pay be two now they go shop mu no waton akonya da ho ma friend numbers amede ba betu dwa no beje so no mama unsu pay bi now so they go shop mu aton age ho fa so they go botom 0596273546 0596273546 o sabe timi akabi ana 0596273547 0596273547 X natural mineral water simply natural now on sakabi to me kana on sanka medi Moses for left kid omde aba na busia ebo oliver no ho ban 100% herbal supplement and ejumedi edi yan say ebebo oliver no ho ban na ahode bi esefata say oliver no benya na etimi edi ni juma so wo nipaduam say eyam nnuane awudie na eyi finde free nipaduam na abribia ahode esenefata tena nipaduam no etimi akọ unyuma so abobranya skagu botom no enu nti ana med Moses for eden live kiriaba na abribia ahode esefata say oliver no benya no etimi edi amano tima onsanka med Moses for live kid nibi na sase no nom nembo oliver no ho ban ma wo pharmacy shop and a herbal shop bi e ben wa wo betimi anya med Moses for live kid aba nembo oliver no ho ban edi ama no bomode na friend number me dey to dwai say wo pharmacy shop say wo herbal shop now pebie tu agum na waton a from med Moses for 0244068447 0244068447 na Toman Crofo na fe wo medi ho adanse sampa wo mu liver no a wo ko check ya na eniema nko yie no etimi aboa left etimi aboa ama hode esenefata ne setimi aka abisa ha TV XYZ ana power 97.9 FM inside politics jumedie ana yego so ayede sumo no Gamanche Kentucky take true a otosumienu waka sabre die plus guakwan mu a wo ba be see 500 bed children hospital e wo kolebu se be boa mofra apomuden ho ensemo sasem wo ka no na the health minister honorable Kwabena Minta Kandon so wo ha wode ne die tato ye hwe video no mra ensemo a Gamanche and the health minister wo mudi tuja efa this 500 bed capacity edema mofra no mra e be beto adwumedi no so.
There was a proposal that a new hospital has to be built, a new hospital for children. We contacted the Kolebu Teaching Hospital because they have a vast land on the right side of the hospital when you enter. So they gave us 5 acres of that land to see if we could design something for a 500-bed children's hospital. When His Excellency the President visited me in the hospital during my accident, I talked to him. He said, no, I even have it in my manifesto to put up a 500-bed children's hospital, specialist hospital for children. I said, okay, I also have that. I have been able to bring in investors. We have put in a lot of work. We have met with the board of Kolebu Teaching Hospital, and we are eager to put this project, into action. Today, I have the project manual, that and a 24-hour pharmacy for Kolebu Teaching Hospital. And I want to give it to you.
So I'm humbled by this message. I think I've been taken by surprise. I didn't know we're coming to discuss such issues. So it is something that is very dear to the heart of Mr. President. And as he told you when he visited you, it's part of our manifesto promise. One good thing that I've started realizing, which used to be our problem in the past, is that corporate Ghana and individuals, when they want to do anything, do not align it with the government priority areas. So you realize that one is going to the north, another is going to the east, and it makes it very complicated. But once these things are aligned with government priority areas, we get quicker results. So for example, if today we have these facilities and the funding is available, the funding that you could have used for these purposes could be redirected to another facility that could help all of us. So, Your Royal Majesty, I will quickly draw His Excellency the President's attention about this particular project, and I know very, very well that he'll be so excited about this project. Maybe I seek further clarifications on the project. How is it going to be? Is it that it's going to be constructed and given to government to run? Is it going to be a PPP? What is the role government is going to play? What is expected of us? And all that. So we need to sit around the table.
Gamanche, and together with the health minister, Honorable Kwabena Mintakando, Anna, a 500 bed capacity for children. Ewo eye Kolebu Teaching Hospital no a wo mo ba be sine kwan a wo mo faso de asi ene kwan ye be faso na aboa mofra apomuden anana ehun komodie eguso ekoso no Yakobon Ensha Gamanche yie pa mofra asem de no krani abribia no e na da makoma so yie pa sa abofra betimi anya apomuden na abribia no na hoɔden atimi agina no bra no ade na mi enke obrimpo ade bia da makoma so ti wo bi biara wo si Children's Hospital. So we the First Lady of the Republic of Ghana, Her Excellency Lordina Mahama, kwanya wa faso Children's Hospital na osi female ward at the ma woman war. Ni nyina ye very essential your friend say nyuma wo ya abribian e dey relieve the people. Because emofra ho asem ka no na edin yie pa enti Gamanche Yakobon Shaw na ahode ne mra bebre se be ye na obekoso na waboa Ghana mofra wa ha ewo omapomudin ensemu abisa yanko na fei yanko hwe the member of parliament for Bogatanga Central, Honorable Isaac Adongo, ensemu bia woka ediafa Swami Interchange ewa Asante Mantemu under the MPP sika womo giye bepi mu ne sa Swami Interchange no womo ntimi anya ho hwe a womo free so no yentie Honorable Isaac Adongo mra ye ba asensem ye bebiem.
Let me tell you something. Ghanaians don't know. Swami Interchange. I was shocked that they had a press conference. They took part of our Eurobonds in 2020. $200 million of that money was approved by Parliament to be used to do the Swami Interchange and the ancillary roads.
$200 million.
I remember very well when Abu Chairman Sabonsu was sitting there and he was under siege from his constituency. In fact, one time we went to visit the site and they nearly lynched him. You remember that? Yeah, so we all were together and said that, look, we can't have our leader humiliated like that. So we would approve the $200 million. Go and do the Swami Interchange. They chop the money, Swami Interchange is still there. And they're holding. Tell you something. Ghanaians don't know. Swami Interchange. I was shocked that they had a press conference. They took part of our Eurobonds in 2020. $200 million of that money was approved by Parliament to be used to do the Swami Interchange and the ancillary roads.
$200 million.
I remember very well when Abu Chairman Sabonsu was sitting there and he was under siege from his constituency. In fact, one time we went to visit the site and they nearly lynched him. You remember that? Yeah, so we all were together and said that, look, we can't have our leader humiliated like that. So we would approve the $200 million. Go and do the Swami Interchange. They chop the money, Swami Interchange is still there. And they're holding press conferences about Swami Interchange. How shameful.
Honorable Isaac Adongo, Member of Parliament for the Good People of Bogatanga Central, and workers and same way, a Member of Parliament. I know say what 2020 are phenomenal. Eurobond a omo kwaje ye no mrasebedwamo for ebo modern air approve sika $200 million. Adima MPP for Adima honorable your friend is saying or say Chairman Sabonsu Sabrano no ye Member of Parliament for the Good People of Swami our Santimantem, it was Santimantem, not Swami interchange, you know, said your woman side at Tiana, but another Tiano Crewum in 2020. Yama MPP for our Masabajam $200 million. Tiame. Sa woman Franco Swami. Na interchange na wo ho no woman ko no mo Franco ko ye $200 million no ai. Workers and was a woman disikano and woman just Swami interchange ne dia to. Da bia meko so aka kire say MPP ya mambofo. Woman maso mo ba bebo my Ghana. Me say Ashanti region is the only region ama MPP ade ade wo krom ha. 2 times nina right from President Kufuor to Nana Dankwa Kufuor nina ya Ashanti region a region etimima MPP for 1.7 million votes. No mutimi beki wo my Ghana akonya wo mo promise 5 interchanges. Nana Dankwa Kufuor ba ye no from 2017 up to 2025 almost season 5 interchanges omo promise e wa Ashanti region bako kwa wentimi anyama bako bantama aya Asensu Boache Francis Asensu Boache honorable obeye roads and highways minister kwa rehabilitation of roads or where prices said that so you will cry it be over 1 billion Ghana cedis. Be over 1 million Ghana cedis rehabilitation of roads within Bantama and Eastern Cliffs. But interchanges, I bet me abua na aye Kumasi traffic ahodo e wo Swami aba from no $200 million in 2020 after say or say chairman Sabonso no ye Mrasebedwani the good people of aye Swami eko hono anka Swami for ebono no obai no parliament approve $200 million. Some people from Kono for Koya Swami interchange. And on the I have always told you that this NDC government they are not talking. And Kaube who said the MPP 40 year, and then they are many what they can say. State Interest and Governance Authority, one more commended the Tema Oil Refinery said 6 years audited account, woman ye be order, and the financial turnaround. So in the year 2024, before the general elections, in November 2024, not Tema Oil Refinery, the previous administration under Nana Dankwa Kufuor, Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, any kind of Royata, what Ghana free Ghana in America, no, now one more told Tema Oil Refinery at a price of $22 million. 6 years, 7 years, and Nana Dankwa Kufuor, the Tema Oil Refinery was more like a white elephant. Investors, financiers are no more scano. I want to refined products. Any from Rochebano, petrol, diesel, kerosene, no one more bar, no more de Tema Oil Refinery under the MPP on the storage center. I want to do petrol begu. I want to do diesel begu. I want to do kerosene begu. No man distribute to my Ghana at the home for fashion bottom 6-7 years under Nana Dankwa Kufuor. Another year, they can say, just 1 year under the leadership of His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama, or the Edmond Combat acquire MD Tour within a year. Tema Oil Refinery to me generating revenue of over $21 million within a year. Ya kano kwe we ya chere wa wo say ma ban me yan pipini ana ye dan ana obegu to ana di almost $100 million ebetu amna wo rate wo bra no wo bubu judges for dan 11 bungalows belonging to judges obubu no aya obubu Malian ambassador resident ewo haya edanya wodo ana no kra na evaluation ye di tu ganye sika kuma na Dankwa Kufuor say ekwan bia so obesi asori am Nyankopon almost $100 million went down the drain. What would they do? Amana insurance here to upe baby a swimming pool last 2 years and profoko gari home me bacho upe baby a swimming pool gari ho the chairman sunu mu say one mo the Ghana sika crab bo fi Israel bo stone sa eno ne yede se cathedral na se a ye bompa ya Nyankopon beti ne ntam because Israel de e ho ne Yesu fie Israel so na to bomb eku Iran no under another Akufo-Addo, under Bawumia, under MPP. This is what happened. And then go and look at Tor. Me no can say His Excellency the President say Ghana ye include ye to no say ye be refining no e wo Tema oil refinery. Ama ye nkura ye timia ton refined product like the petrol, like diesel, kerosene, fuel plain fuel nkura for say gasoline ni bibia ye benya free mo. Anyama pa ye benya dia free ye include ye be refine mu. And you are there. Baby a wo man na do no abro party so. Baby a Ghana do no. Abro mi MPP ni mi NDC ni mi CPP ni but ye dwene wo man no eti party a wono ebe ye niema pa to say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ba ye wo free primary health care, the Ghana Medical Trust Fund, I a friend of Mahama Care. So we have big push in the history of this country. Over 2,000 kilometers of road. The same time, every region in this country is under construction because of roads. And you don't want to hear this because you belong to MPP. Yebeko so na yaka no kre na kire wa ha. Se wuti abebo ye nyina. Se wantie nso a wo man we say ya yenye won bi. Ana nkrofo ko South Africa ye bu wo no. Wan na betimi abu wa fi Ghana se fia. Efi se wo ye Ghana ni. Ye nyina ye mboa na o man ni ye yie. Ne ye yie a ye nyina na ye tim. Ebi se to dwedi no so di amount. Ewo TV XYZ and a power 97.9 FM inside politics jumedi sini. Sabre ye beko ye mpedefo no ba ko edikan atenase na enkomo ahodo e wo ho ni nyina no. Ya shase ne nenso ya timi edi ho nkomo mema na kwaba na ye nto adwumadi so Kofi Abusia Pani National Communication Team member Edema NDC Amanyoko no Abusia akwaba
yo subinia
na mbo mtirai
o ba de adawruma ye tinkwem yo ho mo wa yenso yo ho
bibia de dana kwemo
yes dia ba de ayeye no nte ade chimwo krum ha na jese adom ni penyina eda betanye di penyina ne sorry nti si yeti nkoma na nyame adawroma
okay
na minchiawo na minchie hwefo yeti efu nyina ne wadwumayefo na di kankura ansa na meto aso no
yes
yankasa yem boss yenua yembribia the golden boy
Samejamfi Esquire
or the aseda kese twentwe atwerɛw aseda appreciation yankasa the other Ghana fu nyina ne ɔman ne nyina ase wɔn a wofi akyirikyiri ne benchai
yes
wɔn a wofi northern etifi amando wɔn a wofi atoye ne epoye ene mfimfini nyinara oso de obi ase nipa kese ahemfo ene ade a wɔn sare wɔn adagyew ebetai na chi wɔn a de wɔn sika wɔn ahoden ebetai na chi ebra nankasa na yere ne ho kafo ne papa ne sinimpon akwanmu kafo ekoto no asawram
Mr. Kwame
Andrews onya ne baby kwae no
yeah
asem no to ne yere no ene na abusia no Ghana fu nyina nyi ne ama abetai da chi ema biribia yeye
yes
ema obia nso oba bia afiri o da obia kodu jojojojojo asebia mechi yen nua berema Samejamfi the golden boy say oda Ghana fu nyina ase ayemfu e bai Ghana nche ya oboni di mprepre obai otu na na musi e bai do ma hene etu ni nipa ema ne bai
se okoi
me nso me amegina na mankwa nka hina no beko ema me kura de baby a me konya dai kura ye keka be ye wonwa me ne eyi wo friend makatim ye ko da baby e konya dan hype masa
se o just ni na ye
ayema nti say odofo unse wo say abu agiramwa o say onipa ho ye hyew nipa hia nti no wa na ode ne ho twitwu nipa
yes
mpedofo so say abuga ne pe kokwa ye nti no ode ne ho twitwisie Samejamfi wodom MPP ne NDC fu nyina na Ghana fu adofo mpedofo e bai ye da wo so da wo nyina ase na mumbo ene yo nti asem tietie ya ne
very well abja ento adwumadi no so na ene yen komo a yedi no yɛhwɛ the new anti-LGBTQ bill a wɔde wɔn nsa ahyɛ ase wɔ mmarahyɛbadwam sɛ ɛyɛ ɔmampani John Dramani Mahama wakwantuom onya baabi dupe na nkɔde nsa ahyɛ aseɛ nanso minority
asɛm a na woka mama manka bi ansa na wode topic wei bai
ɛyɛ asɛm deɛ
suame asɛm a na
suame asɛm no wowɔ kakra bɛpɛ gu so
ɛyɛ kakra den
yɛnkɔ
asɛm a nam so sɛ yɛbɛtwitwa mpu nam awe sɛ wo sɛ susua
yɛnkɔ ɛti deɛ ɛsiyɛ no no
na ɔhu sɛ
2020 years
adeɛ a ɛyɛ wo ne paa ne sɛ obiara bɛwie waburo wo ɛnyɛ yɛ wo sɛ aboyɛ kwaku
ane nsa hyia sekan
aboyɛ kwaku so sekan ma ahyia ɔdɔ waburo no bi ɛyɛ nso ɔbɛgyae ɔnɔ no abɛwe waburo wo ɛne ne MPP fo ɛyɛ mebisa sɛ MPP fo no wonya wɔn akokoduru no ankasa fii fa akokoduru a wɔde kasa no I don't know menim baabi a wɔgada saa courage ne fi wɔyɛ bold wɔyɛ ɔn sɛ yɛwɔ bi a borɔfo kasa bi a wɔsɛ wɔyi yɛ confident trickster
yes
obi ɔno de wɔn sɛ na kukuduro ɔde dada onipa na no yɛ den paa ɛwɔ kyɛ sɛ oni tipɛn saa MPP fo yɛ saa suame ade yi ebini bi me check yɛ yi wɔn onim sɛ mprempren MP kura ɔte so no abanga bɛ clear $25 million a current government ɔde aka big push ho ɔyɛ no wo bisa no ɛyɛ 26 a year April mu a ɔso onim ɔfrɛ ne Dako bibi John Dako sɛ Dako
ɔnabɔ Dako
ɔso onim sɛ abankora clear saa debt no nti onim ne agya adwuma na ka de sensɛn hɔ wem wo approve ya wɔde yie ne nyinaa na nkasa so ame interchange na nkasa no nea woyi wɔ sa 200 million ne mu no nea woyi wɔ mu anka wɔde yɛ kwan no yɛ 47 million euros ɛwɔ no no nko a ansa da ne ho maaba no
yes
sika na ɛni hɔ kwan no nso a mo anyɛ ɛti sika no wɔ
bia no wɔde ayɛ kwan foforɔ sɛ wɔkɔyɛ okay bantama rehabilitation of roads no ɛyɛ baabi a Honorable Francis Asensubachi ɛyɛ mmarahyɛbadwani no wɔkɔyɛ saa kwan na ahodoɔ nyinaa wɔ bantama nti bia wɔsu sɛ sika
Asensubachi no otumi hwɛ ayi bantama ne kuma asefo nyinaa santefo nyinaa anim na ɔka kyerɛ sɛ express way na ma ba bɛyɛ so nim fa so it's not a viable project ɔno na sɛm na wɔka no
ɔno a
Asensubachi way ɔno na sɛm na wɔka no so bia otumi hwɛ san ɛnyɛ wɔn a sɛ ade mu na pokura tumi ka kyerɛ sɛ santefo de biribi a wɔhia yɛ Jesse MPP Jesse
t-shirt no
asa wodi mana wawie na nka wobɛkɔ adwoso akwakoto wi ne dwɔto de ama nipa so wonye ntoaba adwoso by election
ɛno de sɛ yɛ de yɛ teyɛ ɛyɛ akeka ɛyɛ
legend onipa dan kasa bɛgyina video mefa video no ma mamomɔ onipa dan kasa bɛgyina TV so sɛ minim sɛ bo saa yi no wa hasese a onipa dan kasa no sɛ wo ma yɛ dwɔt ɛna wo ma yɛ wi sɛ yɛnyɛ nom ne yɛnkɔto aba no ma wɔn nti wowira fi sɛ MPP by wo bɛyɛ demonstration bi a wɔn youth organizer leader a wɔkɔ cycle kɔ hwɛ junkies no ɛno nso yɛ allegedly wɔn a wɔde sika no berɛ wɔn totɔ wei na nkasa de se asɛm a wɔka kyɛ yɛsi yɛnyɛ demonstration ne sɛ sɛsei no wɔba bɛto kɔkɛ ni ade no mu
ɔmo bɛto jot ne wi no
nti wɔnyɛ demonstration ɛno nti ne wɔn so wɔn aba no junkies wotumi kɔfrɛ junkies street mu sɛ wɔnyɛ demonstration nti menim ne ayɛ wɔn ankasa no wɔn na awurade nyankopɔn
abusha yɛnkɔ no so mepɛ sɛ yɛnkɔ no yɛnkɔhwɛ Honorable Reverend Intim Fojo, Member of Parliament for Asin South ne nsɛm a waka area for the new anti-LGBTQ plus bill a mmarahyɛbadwam for the nsa hyɛase agye atom sɛ ɔmampani John Dramani Mahama nkɔmfa ne nsa hyɛaseɛ na mmɛyɛ mmara wɔ kurom asɛ bɛrima ne ɔbɛrima da ayɛkyi ɔbaa ne ɔbaa da ayɛkyi bɛrima yɛ ne ho ɔbaa ayɛkyi ɔbaa yɛ ne ho bɛrima ayɛkyi no nsɛm a Reverend Intim Fojo, Member of Parliament for Asin South ɛyɛ minority member no yɛnkɔ tie ne nsɛm a waka no yɛbɛto adwuma ne nsɛm.
On behalf of the Minority Caucus, we have called this press conference to ask a simple question, but very simple, but very serious questions, very serious questions, on behalf of the Ghanaian people. And the question is, what changed? What has changed in our values from 2024? And what has changed now in 2026? Have Ghanaians changed their values on LGBT since 2024. If that has not changed, if nothing has changed in our value system, then the bill which Ghana passed, Ghanaians wanted, 93% of the population deemed as very important, should be the same bill that is important to the Ghanaian people today. What has changed? In 2024, Ghanaians were told that the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill required only presidential assent. That was all that Ghanaians said they needed. Indeed, NDC were very forceful in joining those calls, but all that was needed was presidential assent. The country was urged to pressure President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo to sign the bill immediately. In 2026, however, the same bill, when we place it before them, in the expectation that the same President Mahama who promised to sign the same bill that they wanted President Akufo-Addo, and we all wanted President Akufo-Addo to sign. However, when that bill was placed, the bill in that form was not presented to President Mahama, but had to be mutilated, had to go through major surgeries, had to be amended, had to be deleted. Original provisions from the bill 22 had to be deleted, redrafted, and 31 insertions made before President Mahama would have it and desire it to sign it. Was that the promise? Was the promise to come and amend, review, mutilate, alterate, dilute the bill before he signs? You all remember. The promise was clear. Vote for me. I will come and sign the bill. On all their platforms, they said, vote MPP out because they won't sign the bill. Vote NDC. NDC will come and sign that bill. They did not say NDC will come and amend that bill. NDC will come and review that bill. NDC will come and delete provisions from that bill and redraft it before we sign. That is a scam, and that is breach of trust. That is deception, and that is hypocrisy.
It's Honorable Reverend Tim for your Member of Parliament for the good people of Asin South, and I will tell you, say Walker Sano, say 2024 bill na under the Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia administration, one more on Sasha Sia na NDC Fuoka, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo on sign sa bill no, one sign. One fan in Sancha say beye na sa eni ya yempesi be hunu we nkrom gays, lesbians, transgenders no entimi enfri wono say de edu NDC breso no bill no woma so ne so woma yi niema bebre bi afim eniema anka be ma bill no etimi aginam na etimi aboban say obi antimi ye gay lesbian no woma ye mu memre anomde ama His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say one sign no one minority there woman your friend saying aban enya adwene anase woman passage of the bill no enya adwene because oma water it down to say emu ayemre intina woman minority for woman omo ensign nanka ebeya 2024 bill na woman pass ye no woman for same bill no Emma His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama na konfa nsa enhyase abusia ensemwa abani after say on the 29th of May Friday twem ye mrasebejem for the omonsa share anti-LGBTQ plus bill na say one more trainer His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama will fi akwantu mu ba anka watimi de nsa behase no and some way na the minority and Adam Kuma one more mrasebejem one more dia to just say bill we there emu omre dodo said the net 2024 no one ma sakra mu one ma delete niema bi one ma exemptions one ma amendment ame mo ye mre dodo sa time de one ne eye sabili we nya dwen se o mampani John Dramani Mahama de nsa be hyase then na wo kan dey afa sensemi ho
eda se biem na mechia o mampani John Mahama ene na be de chiri Professor Jenna na Opoku Agyeman na MPP se upe ubi oye upe se wosre uhwe ubi a wose nanu eyentanta nanu eyentanta
yes
nanka pese me kan se minti na me bo break no was a radio so
okay
na me bu etiefo won no sabi say wo mu pinu mu won but me de me respect etiefo.
You mean the minority?
Yes.
I don't know mumbu omo.
Wo mu bi.
I don't know mumbu embu omo. E won sem ya wo modi tu ja to say the member of parliament.
No sa akoy okaza bu so oye MP.
Yeah, was a reverend minister.
Enu ye fim so for the so be to be your so for. Say won krofo bebere wo to be si asoro dan wo krom ha. Ene ade a to me dey asofo
where the onye reverend minister can say be sorry dem be the west ke o preachi o ginan krofo nim kan nyamesem e de kire o reverend team
Bible say nyu nga say me urade na be ko soro aheman mu Pharisee fo na yi Sadducee fo no preachi wa so dem onga obo Yesu ya say no no preachi Judas Iscariot no ni Yesu ya chi Abraham Bong so na so yo so Judas Iscariot no ye apostle no di Yesu echi 12 na Yesu selected no kam nso no sang yo kronvo Judas Iscariot wo gba nwa ne go Yesu na ngase na okoka we di esanke ye tong ne benya 30,000 ne ade Yesu e munya sika da esanke ne ko ho no wie ade ne ndi da oyesa onim se na Yesu ni mon. But Bible say muma ni nyina ntwam. How said you okasa no ye no. The same person will committee no so.
Committee then
committee na koya amendment no. Don't team for joke.
The same amendment now speaking against.
John team for joke MP no okamu. Wokoye another forum bi. Me we fisa hotel no wokoye no. Who say na one lawyer penny back on MP or northern region.
Okay.
Ono na maybe on a Dafiamapo a struggle or parliament, a vetting committee. Ya na ne dino efim yebe na menim say dinaba. Ono no koche intim for your kotena on some build kotena hobi. And we nyina de won asem tuga intim for your amen unum say committee na yes amendment ni nyina.
Yes.
And said what the about plenaries a parliament house na nkasa.
Okay.
Okamu.
Na afi adenti na watwa ne ho ba beka.
Na minti be ka kire ma kokone no unim. So we ubehwa anansa fibeti be February March wono. Wo share that your agenda be say we focus on LGBT. Ebra mama koka say President Mama koka say any priority.
Okay.
Okay. MPP for year an agenda and a team for you sorry radio station to radio station. Pass it. Okonunu asofu be including me sorry ameko. Me a Methodist ni. Okonunu ya my young Methodist asofu be sorry. Abekasai. Emira wonim one tia asem kura ase ye. Asori kura yesum woman ni Pentecost ni apostolic ni Presbyterian ni Methodist ni action ni aden. What that been no work sorry I want to preach LGBT consistently. Sorry. A priority. The president catches in your man is say I don't come because any table so.
But NDC Fonso said na Okano 2024 prior to the elections. It was one of messages ba LGBTQ be sign be ye. Enti said the one more can say anka the same bill na was anka the nkomo man na da go faro e was mo sign enye ne kwa so no
ye kai e den na ye bedu sa ho na wo kan ye fi na bedu e den ti the man this for cast asem no because bill na pass your parliament and then Akufo-Addo and MPP including John Ntimfodwo refuse so be sign. He refused to sign. Mebo amon ka kire me.
So court.
O you issue statement to kwaya afedi obua pass stroke ka kire ne say fan ne then me catch
the secretary to the president Asante.
No, you see why I said that desist and what?
He said nana do best obehu bill no.
Na woni me oye. What just some random yadi nyina wie na so ko pass no and ono no be ka kire na Akufo-Addo be ka kire Ghana fo nyina say what is so bi ba be court tieni
o the bill no
o bill na beda eba wo pass na wo de ba no na santi be dia 2 mirika a chiro letter no de ma parliament say one desist o you soon brofutu me chiro wo ha ba bi ma hwa ma so ma won fa makura ma won fa ma won aboboa no na do nko kasa so what is obi de asem ne ba be kokko tintintu o twen ne kokko to mra levy okujeta abrakwa ene NDC fu bi di mirika de levy ko